how did it start then? Like, what was your first, was
Yeah,
there an
so,
actual?
yeah, so literally, like, I did a Google search to find places to serve in Orlando.
Places to serve.
Yeah, like, okay, places to serve in Orlando. And a lot of ones came up that just didn't resonate with me. I wanted to be a person of impact and meaning. I wasn't terribly altruistic. Something had to hit, right? So just because people were helping folks that didn't have a place to live didn't mean I wanted to go to the homeless shelter and serve soup. So I wanted to do something I was actually passionate about. And I saw a Boys and Girls Club at the Coalition for the Homeless, and I thought, these kids are living at the Coalition and it's not their fault. So I just went into the Boys and Girls Club and said, hey, how can I help you? And they kind of laughed at me and said, well, what can you do? I said, well, what do you need? Here's my best use of me. Let me plan something for you. Best use of me is not an hour here or an hour there. I'm not a great mentor, but I can plan something and execute an event for you. So give me an event to plan. Then I brought my friends along. We planned their end of summer party, built lawn games for them, made some competitions, got some donated prizes for them. And then I realized, oh man, nobody is really kind of challenging folks to think about substantially who they're becoming. And
who they're becoming.
Yeah, yeah. And so then I was like, okay, how would we do that? How would we brand that? Who's the market that would resonate strongly with that? What other brands is that demographic resonating with? What can I learn from them?
Yeah.
So then it was like finding other cause-based nonprofits like Charity Water or To Write Love on Her Arms or Falling Whistles or Invisible Children.
Yep.
Looking at those demographics, figuring out what those companies valued, and then building a nonprofit like that. Right?
Well, yeah, you button it up like that. It probably wasn't quite as neat and clean.
Right. Yeah, probably. Then I said, okay, if I'm going to invite more people, I need more than just one partner because I'm not going to come up with enough projects. So then I went to a friend who had reviewed like 125 nonprofits in town and asked him which were the most substantial or best. Built a website, recruited a board, then went to those nonprofits and said, what are you not doing that you'd like to be doing?
What an incredible question. What are you not doing that you want to be doing?
Yeah, and then whatever they told me, I said, cool, I'll do it. So like the Green Up Orlando.
And then you go to the other side.
And then I go, okay guys, here's what we got to do. Let's problem solve and figure out how to do this for them.
And you know, in a lot of people's head, or maybe only mine, immediately I'm thinking the money thing. How did you deal with that piece in all of this?
Well, you just do stuff without money.
Because
you don't have any money. So, but then I needed to get some. Then I did think, you know, in order for this thing to work long term, I have to have a way to fund it. I'm not great at raising money, so then it was like, what could we sell that also advances the mission? And like, what could we do? And partly, I wanted to show people that it was the local and global are connected in our world, and so you'll like yourself better when you're able to conceive of yourself as a person of global impact, that there's no problem too big. And so I had a friend of a friend who was already bringing this coffee in from growers that he would go down and spend time with every year. And so we went with him, me and a couple board members, to Guatemala, met the coffee growers, found out that what he said was happening on the ground actually was happening, then brought it back and started opening a coffee shop and having people name their price. I thought that if we did it right, the coffee shop ought to be able to fund the nonprofit.